Hello and welcome to building Tom's Servo. We're going to build a very accurate replica of Tom's Servo from MST3K, so let's take a look at some of the parts we're going to need for that. Here's a pile of them, and hopefully you have them all by now, but let's take a look at what we'll need. The snack dispenser, a barrel bank replica, engine block, resin hands, resin shoulders, and vacuum form shoulders. There's the barrel bank. And you'll need your salad bowl, arm springs, the vacuum form turbo trains, pop rivets, sheet metal screws, and nylon string. Engine block, shoulders, and a snack dispenser. It doesn't have to be red. And some of the other items you're going to need are contact cement, super glue, 36 inches of foam insulation, a ½ PVC, a T connector, and a straight connector. This is Schedule 40, ½ PVC. The longest piece that we're going to use on this is 9 3/4 inches. The short piece here is 4. You're going to need a T connector for Tom's head and a straight connector to support the barrel. Let's move on to Tom's head. Now you've all seen the snack and candy dispenser before. It's got the hoop around the mouth, and anyway, so take off your top lid. We need to pry this bottom black thing off. They come off very easy. Screwdriver, slip it under one end, and you could usually pop the whole thing there. Oh well, came off very easy. So the whole thing, get rid of that. And what I like to do first, this is where I'm going to use my saw and go through. I've tried many versions, snapping it off, prying it off, but it's just best to use a good straight edge hobby saw. Tape off the dome and the red plastic. This stuff scratches easily, and it will show later. So I use the painter's tape again. Leave a little bit of a gap between the globe, and I start sawing. This is fairly tedious, but you want to be careful, take your time, and once you start sawing through the major body part, it comes off kind of quickly. And that with a palm sander later, but now let's look underneath, and we're going to take off this spring. It's connected by a little stem and a rod. Keep that, of course, and then disassemble the mouth. It slides out easily, the top part and the bottom part. Alright, first we're going to want to remove this black hoop I'm pointing to here. I use my hobby saw, and we just cut it straight across. Cuts through very easily, like that, comes right off. And then we're going to want to drill an 1/8 inch hole in the bottom flange. It's the part closest to the bottom of his mouth. So very carefully, start a hole and drill all the way through. This is where the string will connect in a little bit. Right there. Alright, fit everything back in the mouth. Make sure nothing binds, moves freely. And grab that spring again and hook that back up to both parts, top and bottom. Make sure it moves. Slip the top part back in. This is the screw eye that's going to go inside Servo's head. You get them in the picture hanging packs. It's going to take a small hole drilled to the inside right here. I use one of the smallest bits, and then needle nose pliers, and slowly turn this thing and screw it down tight. Alright, I feed my string. tie a good knot. I'll often secure that knot with glue. And then with the needle nose pliers, I'll feed that back through the screw eye opening, so that when you pull on the string, the mouth moves. Alright, let's glue the extra lid on the top of Tom. This is a resin one I have, and I'm using some modeling glue here. Just get it on snugly and let it dry. Here's the T connector, and by the black marks you can see what needs cut. The ends are tapered and a big chunk out of the middle. Now this is sort of a hard part, trying to get this centered exactly so it's plumb, which means the head won't wobble. And a method I found to do it involves that CD holder. I've cut it off so it's a small, maybe 3/4 inch tall knob. I found a piece of 1/2 inch PVC, slides right over the top of it, and also fits right inside, flush with the T connector inside Tom's head. Now, by inverting this, placing it over the center spindle, here's the T, and allows it to be plumb. And pull the string back through there as well. Here's the finished servo head that's been primed, painted, and detailed.
Eat death, Servo! Eat munchy, crunchy, chocolatey cocoa death, Crow! Enjoy a nice serving of Brown Betty with death, but mostly eat death.
There was this thing one time, I saw it. Boy, it was really neat, too.
Damn, you are me! Gee, I guess I am a fraud. And now sleep!
Whoa. You know you want me, baby!
Excuse me, there's a dog brain in my toilets.
I farted.
Quiet, everyone. All my children is on.
HQ, my hat looks like a muffin. Over.
Oh, that scene really makes me stop and think about how much better a root canal would be than this movie.
I gotta check under the movie. Oh yeah, there's a big mess under here, jeez.
I think you're neat.
I like how keen you are.